Good morning, travelers. Today we are in Sapporo, Hokkaido. We've been planning a trip to Sapporo, Hokkaido for at least the last year, probably longer than that. When we moved to Japan, we looked at different things to do while we were here, and one of the things that kept recurring, one of the top things to do while you live in Japan or travel to Japan, is to come to the Sapporo Snow Festival. It's held every year in early February, and this year it happened to line up with our work schedule and a 3-day weekend.
We actually got in yesterday. We flew out of the Sendai airport, so we spent some time in Sendai. We got some more beef tongue, which was so good. And then by the time we actually got into Sapporo, it was like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it was pretty late. Yeah, we've been up since 8 in the morning just because we had to catch the bus to get to Sendai. And then, after lunch and everything.
Yeah, it was a pretty long day. So yesterday we just got ramen.
Sapporo is really famous for their miso ramen. They're famous for their butter, and they're famous for their corn. And when you put all of those together in their miso butter ramen, it was delicious. They have actually a little alley called
Ramen Alley.
It's called Ramen Alley. I can't remember the Japanese word they use, or the name they use for it. But we went there last night. We didn't get anything on film, but it was really, really good.
So today we're just gonna show you around the city, show you what you can see if you come during the snow festival.
Yeah, we're only here again. We got in last night, and when we have our full day today, and then tomorrow we're actually leaving pretty early. Our flight's at 10. Don't have a lot of time here. But today should be a full day. It's actually snowing right now. Let me show you our hotel room. It's not much, but if you remember our hotel room from Sendai, it's the same brand. It's still APA Hotels. So again, when you first come in the door, you have like a little coat area, shoe area, the self-contained bathroom that has everything you could want, bed, a TV. This actually has much more space in our hotel in Sendai. I don't know if you can see. But it is snowing. Not the best view from our hotel. We're on the 7th floor, but it's not bad. So it's about 9:30 now, so let's head to the park. A little bit chilly. I think it is about 32, 33 degrees. It's just cold enough to snow.
So it was only about like a 5-minute walk away from our hotel, but we've made it to Odori Park, which is where the snow festival is held. We're just gonna walk around and look at the different sculptures that they have and try and enjoy it in the snow. Thankfully it's not like bitterly cold, because if it was, it'd be pretty bad right now. The wind is pretty strong, so it's like blowing the snow in our faces. So hopefully it kind of dies down. Look who it is. I am your father. It's me, Mario! We've come across a cup noodle slide. This is not the only slide that we've seen throughout the park. Yesterday I actually went down a slide made of ice. But this one, it looks like it's just made of snow. I don't think you have to pay for this one either. Pretty cool. So right outside the cup noodle slide is this row of food stalls. Yesterday we saw a few. There was like a dumpling stand, but there's definitely more out today. They have some potatoes, some corn, takoyaki, chocolate banana, and then we've got Taj Mahal. Definitely would not say no to a slice of their naan pizza. Looks pretty good. So it looks like other countries can submit snow sculptures, but unfortunately some of them have fallen over and just like fallen apart. Poor Poland, their sculpture fell over. It was supposed to look like this, but now it just is like just a block of snow. You can't really tell what it was supposed to be. Thankfully they put up pictures of what each sculpture is supposed to look like the concept of it, so you can kind of look at that. But there's still a lot of them that are together and they look really cool.
We'll come now to the third prize winner. You better believe it. Team USA. America. Medusa. Homage to Bernini.
We've reached another area of the park and I can already see more Minion sculptures. It's like that's the only thing people wanted to sculpt. Minions.
And Star Wars. Whoa. Almost beefed it. I gotta say, the snow sculptures are really cool, but I feel like since the actual festival started a few days ago, and it's been a little unseasonably warm, I think, for Sapporo, that a lot of them have started melting, and you can really kind of tell on the top of them, and some of the faces maybe were more detailed, but now they've kind of like mushed together. Not all of them, some of them still look really good. But it's really nice right now. It's like, if you ever wanted to be in conditions where it's really snowy and kind of cold, I wouldn't want it to be really hot or anything. You'd want it to be really, you know, snowy, so that's good.
We actually also made it to the end of this part of the park, so we're going to circle back around and check out the sculptures that we didn't get to see yet.
Kelly, we have something really special coming up here right along this walk that I don't think you've seen the entire time we've been here. Let me show you. Come here, let me show you.
Okay, let's
here,
go.
Follow me. Let me hold your hand. Now we're going to show you something you have never seen before. Look at this. Look at this. It's a minion. And look at this. It's a minion. And look at this. Hey, look. Can you guess what this is?
Is that a minion?
Minion. 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 Salmon.
Did you know that Portland is the sister city of Sapporo?
We don't have Christmas markets here in Japan, but just walking in and around Odori Park, it's just kind of felt like a Christmas market. And we've come across this little ceramic shop making these little candle houses, all individually made, handmade. Just looks really cool, and it reminded me, after watching all of the Christmas market videos from Eileen Aldis and some of the other people that we've seen that went to Christmas markets, it's just like, oh hey, just a little bit of a Christmas market here in Sapporo, Japan in February. We are now making our way back away from the park, back to our hotel. The snow was a bit much and it's windy and cold, so we're just gonna head back to our hotel and just kind of hang out for a little bit, probably find a place for lunch, but we just need to like re-energize and reset a little bit, yeah. Nice to be back at the hotel. Can I say that any more cheesy? Nice to be back at the hotel.
I gotta say, it is really nice that we're staying so close to the park.
Yes.
Because we can just come back whenever we want, whenever we feel too cold or wet. I definitely feel a lot better now.
Yeah, it's not that it's like really bad, it's just like bad enough. It's just a little bit cold, a little bit too windy, and a little bit too wet, and a little bit crowded. Sapporo is actually famous for 3 dishes: miso ramen with corn and butter, hairy crab, and soup curry. So we are gonna get soup curry for lunch. We want to get hairy crab for dinner. We had miso soup last night, or miso ramen last night. So we're going to hit the trifecta of Sapporo cooking while we're here. We're not going to miss out on that. This has also been the first time in any of our hotel stays in Japan that we have used the TV.
Yeah, last night we watched some of the Winter Olympics.
If you've ever wondered what the Olympics was like watching it on TV in Japan, here you go. Mark McMorris just tore it up on that half pipe over there. Whew, he just scored an 85.2 for round 2. That's his best score. Mark McMorris tearing it up.
So we thought it was done snowing, but I mean, it doesn't seem as hard as it was before we went back to the hotel.
It's barely snowing.
And good news, we're only about 8 minutes away from the restaurant that we want to go to. Curry soup, here we come. So we just had lunch at Soup Curry Garaku, and it was amazing. If you come to Sapporo, whether it's for the snow festival or you're just visiting, you gotta come here because it was so good. The line that you see outside the restaurant right now is only half the line, and we did not realize that when we first started waiting, which is probably a good thing because we may have left if we knew that it was going to take as long as it did. We ended up waiting about an hour to get into the restaurant, but they do have menus and stuff so you can kind of look and see what you want to order. And then once we were inside the actual restaurant, it didn't take very long for us to be seated. So I ended up getting soup curry with pork shabu shabu and like a bunch of different mushrooms and vegetables, and Caleb got soup curry with lamb. It ended up being $25.50 total, so not terrible for a good bowl of soup curry. All right guys, we're back at Odori Park, ready for round 2 of the Snow Festival.
It's gonna be a little shaky.
A little shaky.
A little shaky.
A little shaky. So Paris has the Eiffel Tower, Tokyo has the Tokyo Tower, but Sapporo has the Sapporo Tower. I know that you can go up to the top of Sapporo Tower, but it does cost 720 yen. So we're gonna save that money and we're gonna go out to dinner instead.
So I'm not sure how or why, but one of the most famous landmarks in all of Sapporo, besides the Sapporo TV tower, which we just showed you, is actually this building behind us, the Sapporo Clock Tower. It's pretty old and it's pretty famous, at least here in Japan. We actually have it like in our textbooks, and then they have little decorations and stuff with it. So that is where we're at right now. But directly across the street from Sapporo Clock Tower is
Tony Roma's. I would not expect to see that in Sapporo, but hey, here it is.
Are you glad you came to the Sapporo Snow Festival?
I am glad I came.
Do you feel like it's been a little lackluster as far as the expectations of amazing snow sculptures?
Maybe a little bit, but I kind of like prepared myself for that. I kind of lowered my expectations, and I think that's the key to a lot of things, not just in Japan. It's going with low expectations and they'll either prove you right or blow your mind.
Fast forward like 2 hours later and we are back in our hotel. We're actually getting ready to leave again. We've just been hanging out. Kelly took a nap, if you can't tell. We have some sleepy eyes over here. Just been just hanging out. The sun kind of set. Brandon, our friend, came over. We watched the Olympics together. But now we're heading out to get all-you-can-eat hairy crab at a restaurant that's famous here in Sapporo. So hopefully it lives up to the hype and the expectations.
I'm sure it will.
Hopefully it does.
I'm excited.
Yeah, let's see. they said crab, all you can eat, they meant crab, all you can eat. Is it worth all $51?
This is worth $51 for sure. The hairy crab was probably the worst part of this whole thing. Look at all that hair!
I mean, they warned you. It says hairy crab on it.
I know, but I didn't think it would stay hairy. Whew! That buffet that we just went to.
Was top-notch, stellar, outstanding.
Incredible.
The best buffet I have ever been to by
Same.
far. It was a little pricey. It was 5,100 yen per person, but that's for 100 minutes. And it was all you can eat. But the quality, the selection, the amount of food that you could get, and then being able to cook it at your own table was unlike anything we've ever done on a buffet. We've done it like when you've had like Korean barbecue or whatever, but that was top-notch.
So if you come to Sapporo and you're looking for a good all-you-can-eat option,
Yeah, definitely check out Nanda. What would you say was your highlight for today?
My highlight was probably that buffet.
Yeah, mine, just the food in Sapporo, just period.
My low light would probably be falling on the way to the buffet. I took a pretty nasty fall. I made it almost the whole entire day without falling. I definitely like caught air and I landed right on my hip.
Low light for me would probably be the snow. It just snowed all day. It was really nice at first, and it's still nice atmosphere. It looks really pretty and stuff, but just all day blowing right in your face can get kind of old.
Did you learn anything today?
I did learn. I learned that I like oysters, I think, more than I like crab.
I didn't learn anything today. I can never think of things that I learned that are not like insightful personal revelations.
We hope that you enjoyed today's vlog, today's exploring of Sapporo. If you ever get the chance, if you ever come to Japan, would highly recommend it. It is a bit out of the way. It's like the Alaska of Japan.
Yeah.
You do have to make an extra effort to come here, and it is cold, but we definitely recommend it.
We hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we make new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and we will see you next time.